Welcome to Colleen's Seeing Eye Dog vlog on the Blind Inspiration Cast channel. In this episode, I'm going to talk about being in lockdown / quarantine with my seeing eye dog Joplin and what I did to try and keep her entertained and working and using her brain. You can watch my whole journey of obtaining my seeing eye dog as a blind person, from applying all the way to bringing her home, and of course our recent adventures that we'll show you on this channel. Feel free to get notified with the little bell or subscribe so you don't miss any of our fun content. So most of us right now are in lockdown or quarantine or safer at home or some sort of isolation in your home. A lot of us have pets and some of us have service animals. I obviously have my seeing eye dog Joplin. And one of the things I worried the most about was I'm not going anywhere. I can't do public transportation. I had signed up for some classes here in Los Angeles and that didn't happen, and everything kind of closed down. So it was a challenge as to what am I going to do to keep Joplin occupied and fit and working and listening to me. One of the things that obviously is always part of a dog's day is a walk. I normally walk Joplin about 3 to 4 times a day. Sometimes as a treat, I will allow her to be more sniffy on a walk. So I'll give her an opportunity out of harness to sniff around, because there's lots of dogs in this neighborhood in LA, and there's no doggy play dates or anything right now because of the social distancing. And so, it allows her to use her little doggy nose and have a good time. Also, obviously, she guides me around. So within about a mile of our current apartment, we've been navigating different routes, trying to orient me to the area, which has been very difficult without any orientation and mobility since I got here. But I'm trying my best. And I try to vary the walks because Joplin gets bored. And so one of the first things that I remembered, and we hadn't done since before I moved here, was clicker training. And you use a target and a bell, and they have to hit the bell, and then you click a clicker and you give them a treat as fast as you can. And so you associate the dog hitting the bell and the click, and then the treat. Some people call it clicker training or target training, but for seeing eye dogs, we were trained to do that with them at the Seeing Eye in order for them to show us that item. So in the next clip, you'll see a couple of fun target practice things that we did.
Okay, can you reach that? Can you reach that? Yes, that's a good girl. Yes, yes. Okay, we'll go from further away. Okay, good job. Yeah. Okay, yes. Now we figured it out. Yeah, now we know what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, good girl. Good job. Yes, I know you can ring the bell. Okay, now we'll go from a little further away. Right. Yay! You did it that time. Okay, ready? Forward. Let's hit the bell. Let's hit our bell. Yay! Good girl. Do trash. Yay! There's your girl. Yes, there you go. You got it. Yes, all of the kibble. I'll do anything for kibble.
fun stuff. Joplin, obviously, once she figures out there's food involved, she'll learn anything. I obviously still do Joplin's obedience, and she gets treats for, fun tricks that I've taught her. So, the normal obedience of sit and rest, which means stay where you are. Shake, I taught her shake. So she does different things that I in particular have trained her to do for food, and just to keep her, listening and being obedient. But the other thing I decided to do, Cheryl had a great idea. Why don't we do like some sort of engaging, like a puzzle almost with treats? Because Joplin, is very food motivated. And I was like, oh, it's a really good idea. And Cheryl said, well, we can just make like a puzzle thing out of materials that we have here, because we've been, getting groceries delivered and lots of stuff from Amazon. And so we had boxes everywhere, and like different things. And one of the things I decided was, as a service dog and as a guide dog, in my mind, you don't really want the dog to associate household items with, I can tear this apart and eat it if I want. They tend to be very good dogs and obedient dogs. So one, they may not even understand that you're like, you can go play with that box. They're like, this isn't a dog item. And that's something that you want them to keep as an attitude, in my opinion. You don't want to encourage them to tug with you as a service dog, because you don't want to fight them for objects. Don't encourage them to chew on a shoe or cardboard boxes or something like that. My only thought was, if then you have a cardboard box that is ready to be shipped out, or you don't want the dog would be like, oh, cardboard box, I can play with that or grab that. I was like, no, there's got to be like toys and stuff. And so we found this one puzzle toy online. So the next clip you'll see is a puzzle toy that sort of has varying degrees of difficulty with it. And Joplin has to figure out how to get to the treats.
Okay, you're gonna sit, you're gonna rest, because I'm gonna show you the different things. Okay, this comes out. Okay, this comes over. These go over like that. This comes there. This, oh, what are those? What are these flippy tops? This thing is really cool. Mommy wants to play with your thing. The flippy tops. And remember, these come up. These come up. And then they slide around. They slide around.
She's so excited.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do your toy. Rest. Okay, play. Let's see. I put 2 kibble on the top because that part was easy. Let's see if she can do her little. She can figure some stuff out. Now, Joplin's very clever.
Oh, that's a good sit.
That's a very good sit. But she may need to use her paws and her nose. Remember, you can play.
That's a doggy toy.
This is a doggy toy. This is for Joplin. You ready? Okay.
So this toy is a rectangle, and there are different bone plastic pieces that you can pull up, and red little cups that you can slide back and forth, and they have tops that flip up, and you hide treats in different parts of the toy, and they have to use their paws or nose or whatever to get to the treats by moving the pieces around. What's funny about Joplin is she keeps like trying to sniff around it and then just sitting and looking at me and being like, just give me the treats.
Good girl. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do you want, here, come. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. You're too good of a dog.
Oh, that was a good job.
At one point, Joplin threw one of the plastic bones at me, which was funny. In the next clip, you can see that she gets better at it as we move along in life.
Get it. Yay! You can do it.
Oh, are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Are you getting it?
Good girl! Good girl!
Ready? I'm gonna put this down. Rest, 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 rest. Okay.
Are you a lazy lab? Come on, come on. Play. Okay. Yes, good girl.
Good girl!
Good job.
Fun with puzzles. So we decided to split this video into two for you because I realized it's a little long. And so in the second part of this video, you can see more things that I'm doing to try and keep Joplin peppy and ready to go during the safer at home orders for COVID-19. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. I think we're all stressed and exhausted, and you can probably tell. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. And yeah.
Okay, so let's go home. I didn't hear the bell.